Hello and welcome to Just Between Us, a show that is me right now. That's it. This is my kitchen. So we see a lot of comments on here about, whoa, I missed a few chapters, and Allison and I talked about that in another video, but it seems that people are extremely hung up on the fact that I am trans now. So I guess allow me to reintroduce myself. My name's Gabe. I used to be the blonde girl who sat next to the brunette girl. And about 3 years ago, I went on testosterone and then changed my name to Gabe in January 2023. And I got top surgery in December of 2022. Then I've just been on T-shots since then because I was on the gel first. What does that mean? Such a good question. So when I was on the testosterone gel, that is a gel that you put on yourself, kind of like sunscreen. You put on your belly or your thighs, whatever, and then you lay there and let it dry. It's not like sunscreen, it's like Purell. And you lay there and you let it dry, and you do that every day in a certain dose, and that's how you get your testosterone. You can do a low dose, you can do a high dose. It's kind of, it feels like you're controlling it more because you can just put a little bit on if you want, or you can skip a day if you feel like a little weird or something. You can go slow, you can control the pace. I wanted to speed up. So I ended up going with the shots. I do those once a week. I'm so used to it by now. Warning if you don't like needles, but I'm doing it in my sleep at this point. So it's been 3 years, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the changes and also just sort of gratitude, I guess, because I used to look forward to every single shot day. Like, I had it in my calendar and I would be like, oh my God, is it shot day? Is it shot day? I was living for shot day, which would be like the day I give myself testosterone, right? Like now, I think last week is the first time I just forgot to do it. And what a freaking privilege to forget to do it. You know what I mean? That is so wild to me that I've just continued to live my life extremely normally. And this whole transition thing is not plaguing me. It's not the most important thing happening. I don't really think about it that much unless it kind of comes up in conversation, or it would make a conversation seem strange, because sometimes I pass to people, mostly I pass to people, which I understand the comments are going to be like, no, you don't. And yeah, I know. I don't get it either, but it's happening. And so interpersonally, it is something that I will think about, but generally out in the world, I'm not really thinking about it. When I go to the gym and I walk back to my house after the gym and I don't have my shirt on, I don't think about it. I will think about it if it's oh my God, that's so crazy. When I was a girl, if I showed an ankle, I would get harassed, versus now I'm just wearing no shirt walking around and literally no one talks to me. I will say that's one thing, is that catcalling is done, eliminated. Has not happened. I mean, it used to happen, 3 or 4 times a day? And now it has happened none. 0 times in the last 2 years. Highly recommend. And because of that, I've taken it to sort of be this thing where I'm look, nobody is the same as they were at 15 or at 25. Everyone looks different, whether you've had a baby or you've decided to change your hair or you completely changed your fashion sense or, whatever it is, religion, it doesn't matter. Most people do not look the same, even just aging, the same that they did at 15 to 25 to now. Let's say I'm in my mid to late 30s, okay? Why is mine wild? Do you know what I mean? Every person changes. This is what I look like now. It's changed from when I was 15. It's changed from when I was, 25. It's changed to now. I didn't expect to be trans, but I didn't expect to look how I looked when I was younger anyway. I don't know if that makes sense. When people are very, very political about this, not that I'm not, because I am, but I'm just sort of I don't know, it seems like a waste of time for you. It's not really eating up my day the way that it seems to be eating up transphobes' days. A lot of the bathroom stuff that's been going on, I've seen cis people really suffering for that too, where, a cis lesbian was kicked out of the women's room by a group of men. A trans man went into the women's room because that's where the transphobes think he should go. He was booted out. There's been a lot of drama and issues around like policing bathrooms, right? So like there was a woman on Substack who was like, I kind of like to lead them into the logical conclusions. So she was like, you should go into the bathroom of your birth sex, right? And I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. How would we know? And she was like, well, we wouldn't have to do all of this if people didn't pretend to be trans. Like, trans is not a thing. And I was like, yeah, okay, but like, since people are trans, how will we be able to know who should be in what bathroom? Is it that women should have to dress extremely gendered, like 1950s Stepford wife, in order to be in the bathroom? Like, you have to wear makeup and heels, and like men have to wear very masculine clothing, or like, can a woman not have short hair? Like, what are you envisioning? And she I was like, she's saying it out loud. She was like, well, I think that no one should be trans. And I was like, okay, work. So what should happen to the people that are already trans? What she described was wild. They should take me off testosterone. They should put boobs on me. Like, so then the forced surgery is what exactly? That I am forced to get big old titties, tiggle bitties? Like, I'm forced into a different clothes? Like, my medicine is fucked with? Like, what are you envisioning? It's wild to me that they don't see that is literally like putting us in camps and forcing medical stuff on us in the way that they like think is being forced medically. It's really been kind of a journey to sort of respond to these people, because, you know, also like someone will say, good, like you look like a man and you should be put in the men's room, to like a cis lesbian, right? Who's masked. And I'm like, yeah, women should have to perform extreme femininity to be able, can't even say it because it's ridiculous. Extreme femininity to be able to pee. Am I right, ladies? And then once I like get on, my like thing is like, once I get really on board with what they're saying and I like take it to the extreme, they're like, wait, no, I didn't mean that. And I'm like, I was with you, girl. Like, I'm on your side. I agree. And then they're like, no, not this. I've written about this on my Substack. You know, I feel bad for people who are extremely hung up on the past or who I was, that they think this has to do with the transition or anything. Like, I can't stress to you how boring this is to me. It has nothing to do with anything other than like mild inconveniences. And like, I know that's a privilege, like living in Los Angeles and being white and like all this stuff. And I don't mean that it's like easy to be trans. I just mean that like, it's baffling to me the level of obsession and like ruminating and thoughts and like this is my pet project and like just like that is energy that is given to that, when I don't think, I wake up, I like drink my coffee, I'm like not thinking about it like at all. Like, I'm just like having a day. And not to say that it's the same, but it's like, it would be like if you like got a haircut, like just a haircut, and then there was like a army of people that were just like, you're gonna be so upset because of your haircut. And I'm like, so anyway, I have stuff to do. Like, it's so weird. Am I making any sense? It's so weird that it is such a big deal to other people who it's like not about. And again, like that's minimizing, right? Like, I did a lot of stuff. It's just weird to me that this is like the biggest deal. Like, I don't know, like coming back to a channel and being like, whoa, when I was pretty high femme, I guess would probably be jarring and interesting. And I've been with myself this whole time, so maybe I just find it boring. And not to say that I don't want to engage with you guys about it or like answer questions or talk about it. I would love to answer questions. I don't think that if you are having gender feelings or thoughts that aren't like boohoo, severe, like I knew when I was a child type stuff, that doesn't mean that you can't explore gender. You know, I feel like I experimented to find like my real self, right? I just think we're cutting people off from exploring because they don't fit a certain narrative. I wasn't upset as a girl. Like, it was fine. It was fine. I was having whatever fun I was having, but it was the type of fun that you would be having in like a Halloween costume. And this is way more vulnerable for me. Like without all the accoutrement, which I would like, maybe I'll do drag. I would love to try to use some of that makeup, hair, clothes knowledge that I have. The fact that I'm just like myself, which is very vulnerable, is positive and like good for me. And I don't think comes from me being devastated having been a woman. I think I'm just like much better now. There's a really amazing quote in a movie called Stress Positions that came out where this the trans woman character and also the Theda Hamill, the writer director, says someone says to her, "How did you know that you were a woman?" And she says, "I didn't. I just wanted to kill myself, and this made things better." Anyway, open to any questions you guys have. Yeah, hello, I'm Gabe, Shane Dunn. Gabriel, Shane Dunn, Gabe S. Dunn, whatever you want. Nice to meet you. Did you know that you have free will and that you can make your light bulbs any color you want? It's hard to to see my sink at night. Okay,